Hello and welcome to Newsroom series on Channels Television. This edition covering Nigeria's southeast. I am Bukola Koka, and we start off straight in Enugu State, where the government has called on the International Fund for Agricultural Development to create more aggregation centers around farm clusters in the state for production, preservation that would minimize post-harvest challenges. The government made this known while receiving the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD's Associate Vice President, Dr. Donald Brown, and members of his team who were on a working and inspection visit to Enugu, the capital, on Wednesday. For the Associate Vice President, who commended the governor for his vision of sustaining the IFAD program, IFAD will do its best to help the state achieve food sufficiency. Seated here are members of the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, led by its Associate Vice President, Dr. Donald Brown. They are here on a working visit to the state and to meet with government on issues bordering on their project already running in the state.
The most important issue for me today is to get out and visit the projects and really see what is happening on the ground. And then hopefully maybe later this evening we will have a chance to be able to reflect on some of these and deepen our conversation.
The Deputy Governor wants him to note that government is ever ready to leverage this opportunity for the benefit of the state and people.
Some countries in Southern Africa live by exporting flying flowers to Europe and America every 4 days. We have better climate for those flowers. So there's a whole lot we can do. Of course, you can't be worried about labor here. So I'm happy you've indicated a more detailed and robust conversation around these headings, and it's a conversation as a state we are happy to take forward with you.
After this meeting, the delegation moves to Anambra local government area to inspect the IFAD project sited there to assist rural and smallholder farmers who are the main producers of staple foods. After their inspection, the women who are the major farmers shared their experiences since this intervention for dry season farming.
I'm very glad to receive them, to have them around the women of Enugu State. They have done so far. They have touched the life of women in Enugu State.
The IFAD leader expresses satisfaction with the input as the State Commissioner for Agriculture pledges that government is ever ready to pay counterpart funds to push the program across the 17 local government areas of the state.
I'm very pleased to see dry season farming is very profitable for the women's groups and they get a better price than wet season farming. And especially when the President is declaring a food emergency, it is important that we are producing more food.
Our governor has given us a mandate that annually we produce nothing less than 1 million metric tons of rice. And that's why we're aggressive in supporting our smallholder farmers. So we also say that whatever that is needed for the state to do in terms of counterpart funding for new projects, new programs, that the state is ready and willing to adapt to that and to provide a counterpart funding.
As the farmers reap the benefits of this first intervention, they want IFAD to create more aggregation centers around farm cluster for production, preservation that would minimize post-harvest challenges. Nigerians, especially teenagers and young students, have been advised to take care of their mental health to avoid the risk of developing mental illness, physical illness, to avoid resorting to suicide, depression, and loss of focus. This advice was given in Owerri, the Imo State capital, when a non-governmental organization put together a symposium for some secondary school students with the theme Mental Health and Career Choices for Students in the State. According to the organizers, good mental health enhances productivity.
According to the World Health Organization, WHO, mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn and work well, and contribute to their community. In a recent report, the World Health Organization (WHO) says Nigeria is grappling with staggering mental health challenges as millions of its citizens suffer from various mental illness. And according to the report, about 20% of Nigerians are affected by mental illness, with the prevalence of depression and anxiety disorders, especially in the face of economic hardship. Worried by this trend, and as a way of enlightening young people about the mental health discourse, a non-governmental organization in Owerri is sensitizing these young secondary school students.
We need each other in this world as long as we are living. So anyone that is always on her own on his own, there is something wrong, and we need to help the person out. Then we have trauma disorder. That's what we can't really blame, because when we are very little, they have some kind of abuse, and it affects the person till the person grows to be in your class now. When you see something, you start shouting, and you think the person is mad. No, the person needs help.
They advise the students to take seriously their mental health and support one another, perhaps anyone amongst them who is suffering from any mental illness.
Now they understand that mental health is not a sickness, it's not an illness, but mental health disorder is actually where the problem is. And now I'm happy because they're able to understand that they can actually help that person that is traumatized.
Be able to understand the concept of why they are here, how they will behave positively within the society that they are growing within, so that at the end of it, they'll be very productive within the society.
The facilitators of the program didn't only teach on mental health, they also enlighten the students on career choice in that path.
Rotary believes that every profession is good, the usefulness of all professions. You don't need to be a medical doctor for you to succeed. As a cook, you can succeed.
Some participants share some of their take-home.
They should be conscious of the friends that they keep, because a friend can influence you in either good or bad ways, depending on friends that you keep.
When you see someone in a sad moment, you approach the person and ask him why, and make him to calm down.
No doubt, mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. However, sensitizing these young ones early enough about mental health will hopefully help reduce some health challenges that may occur as a result of not paying attention to one's health. Channels Television News.
Several organizations have kick-started activities in Anambra State to mark the second anniversary in office of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. The State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, is in the forefront of this and comprises 179 communities in the state, including women and youth wings. They converged on Awka, the state capital, in a solidarity march for Governor Soludo, as well as to pass a vote of confidence on him. According to their national president, Mr. Titus Akudo, in less than 2 years in office, communities in Anambra have witnessed significant progress.
Members of the Anambra State Association of Town Unions gather at Dr. Alex Ekweme Square, Awka, for a solidarity march for Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who they say deserves commendation for his exceptional performance and remarkable achievements in just 2 years in office. The association members, including the women and youth wings, marched from Ekweme Square to Aroma Junction with banners pointing to Governor Soludo's achievements in the area of peace, truth and justice, as well as a clean, green and healthy state. Also worthy of note is the engagement of the youth in digital technology and giving women a voice.
I just said that the wrong thing. Our able governor, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the solution governor, and our able man and able mommy, we are behind the solution. God will give them second tenor and they'll continue what they started. God will protect what they started in their lives. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray.
They marched to the state secretariat to share their joy with the head of service and the workers.
He came here with a plan. He made promises. And we have assessed the promises he made to us, and we have discovered that he has achieved even more than he targeted. Based on this, infrastructural development, human development indices, construction of roads, employment of people.
In Anambra State, our children no longer pay school fees.
Yes.
When he went to distribute laptops to head teachers and the principals of schools yesterday, we got the information that schools in Anambra State are receiving even pupils and students from other states.
Rounding off the march, the national president of ASATU, that's the Anambra State Association of Town Unions, notes that every development occurs within the communities, and for every good work in the area of security, agriculture, rural development and inclusion, a vote of confidence is passed on the governor.
ASATU here will continue to support him. We are solidly behind him. We will continue to support him until he finishes his first tenure, and we're also going to support him to make sure that he achieves his second tenure desire in order to complete whatever project or work he's doing for Anambra State.
And as he celebrates his second anniversary, members of ASATU praised Professor Chukwuma Soludo's leadership, saying he is truly committed to the state's progress.
In the line of series of road commissioning exercise ongoing in Anambra State and as part of activities marking his 2 years in office, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has commissioned the 3.2-kilometer Opuneze to Hotel Road in Nnewi. The governor, who bemoans the sharp contrast between the big name of Nnewi and the reality on ground, discloses that his administration will fix Nnewi with not just road construction, but with a deliberate and well-thought-out 200-year master plan. The chairman, Anambra Physical Planning Board, Mr. Chike Maduekwe, now joins us for further discussions on infrastructure development in Anambra State. Mr. Maduekwe, thank you for joining us on Newsroom Series.
Yeah, how are you?
Very well, thank you. It's been heartwarming to see the governor commissioning projects in the last couple of days, and in fact has been, handing over the responsibility to some of the residents in those communities, and it's quite cheery to watch that. And in fact, reports say that the governor has commissioned about 240 kilometers of roads since administration. We'd like you to perhaps outline those roads and provide insight into the connectivity problems that they solve and other developmental challenges that they're already solving since commissioning.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. You have just spoken about the one going on in Nnewi today. The truth is that it's not 240 kilometers. It's commissioned about 247 kilometers out of 450 kilometers under construction. Talking about connectivity, one of the most important, of course, we have the Onitsha bridgehead to market. My market, Onitsha main market, is the biggest market in West Africa. That is about it's 2.3 kilometers. And then there's a Port Road, 2.8 kilometers. All of these are in Onitsha. The governor is deliberate about regenerating Onitsha, because what we found out was that Onitsha became a dead city, and many of the vibrant professionals and businessmen relocated to Asaba. So when the governor came, it was his primary area of emphasis that Onitsha government must breathe back, breathe life into Onitsha and Boko, so that town, that city, that's where the main market and the big market in West Africa is located, will become functional and effective and vibrant again. Of all the roads that have been commissioned, I think one of the most celebrated ones is the Amansi of Ofemili Road. For many decades, that road was not built. So a journey that now takes 25 minutes from Oka to Ofemili used to be a journey of many hours. And the most important and most, it's something that one is so happy about, is that area is the food basket of the nation. So today, with that opening of the road from Oka to Obo family, the people can bring out their food, especially now that food is an issue in the country. So the connectivity is so clear and it's deliberate. You know, these roads are not just being built for the sake of building roads. They are being built to have impact on the lives of the people. The Obo family road, like the governor said, is, you see, government stands for the weakest and the poorest of the poor. And your weakest link is that of those people who cannot really help themselves. So this road is so important, and the people of Anambra are happy. Anambra State today is a construction site. Throughout this week and next week, the governor is commissioning, like I said, about 247 kilometers of road out of the 450 kilometers. The truth is that Anambra has become a huge construction site. And we thank Mr. Governor for having the will, because it takes a lot of political will in these days when the economy is not as buoyant as it used to be. You must be intentional and deliberate to be able to do the kind of gargantuan achievements we have seen in 2 years.
And it is the hope that there will be more results in the short term and the long term. Speaking of the long term, we see that the contractor is also providing assurances that those roads come with at least 20 years guarantee. And we saw in the documentary where the information provided is to the effect that there's concrete base before asphalting. You know, but contractors can promise a number of things, but more often than not, down the line in infrastructure, particularly road construction and rehabilitation, the story is not always the same about what contractors deliver. What is the superintending agency, Ministry of Works, perhaps in Anambra State, doing to ensure that indeed what the contractor is promising is what will be seen in the decades down the line that it has promised?
Thank you very much. It's not even the Ministry of Works alone. You will see the governor going on inspection, measuring the thickness of the road and making sure that everything from stone base or cement base, everything is there. And the guarantee is that all those roads under construction, the minimum lifespan is 20 years. So it's not the contractor just telling us and we believing it. And of course, the Minister of Works is, headed by a very, very competent professional. So we are happy. We have seen it. Even those of us who are laymen can see the quality of the road being delivered. And it's something that the people of the state are rejoicing. I saw your program with the Asatu women and so on. The ordinary people for the first time are seeing, very, very, very significant improvement in the quality of their life. And the connectivity for the state is awesome. So we're happy. The second year anniversary is coming. And we got a lot of things. The governor has a lot of things to show to the people of Anambra State. And they're happy.
So much more to talk about, but unfortunately, we're totally out of time. You have our best wishes in the administration's continuing drive towards infrastructure renewal. We want to thank you very much. Chairman, Anambra Physical Planning Board, Mr. Chike Maduekwe. Thank you so much for joining us, who joined us via Zoom. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
There'll be more after this time out. Join us again. Welcome back. The Abia State government has promised to unravel the mystery surrounding the murder of a 400-level student of the state university killed in a clash between rival cult groups, warning that Abia under the Dr. Alex Oti-led administration will not be a safe haven for cultists and other criminal activities. Speaking to newsmen in Umuahia, the state capital, shortly after a security meeting, the senior special advisor on security matters to Governor Oti, Naval Commander MacDonald Uba, retired, said the government would not hesitate to bring down the full weight of the law on perpetrators of this recent dastardly act when arrested.
The police commissioner got to
get involved, and they are on the trail for the culprit and other members of that gang. We saw the video and it was very touching. So that's I can assure you, in no distant time, the perpetrators of that act will be brought to justice. Really wish to use this medium to advise these young men and women involved in all these cult activities that, one, it is illegal to be a member of such cults, and that they should be aware that the long arm of the law will always catch up with them in the final analysis.
Meanwhile, police spokesperson Maureen Chinaka says investigations are ongoing to unravel the perpetrators, adding that those believed to be responsible for the murder had fled the scene when the police arrived.
We got that report at the Divisional Police Headquarters, Uturu, and also the area command was informed too. The police, in collaboration with the military, arrived at the said scene. Upon reaching there, the culprits flee, citing the police. We were able to evacuate the corpse. We recovered exhibits and investigation is ongoing. Once it's convenient, we will continue to update the public on actions taken. But at the moment, we are moving around, we are roboting that AOR. I mean, we are moving around the area of residence, the area the incident happened. We are involving or engaging visibility policing to ensure that the place is safe, the area is safe for students and lecturers and all law-abiding Abians that is resident in that area.
Youths in the southeast region of Nigeria have a unique opportunity to harness the power of digital platforms to create job opportunities for themselves. Now, with the widespread availability of internet access and the growing popularity of social media platforms, young entrepreneurs can leverage digital tools to establish their presence and showcase their skills to a global audience. One avenue for job creation is through content creation on platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. By producing engaging and relevant content in areas like entertainment, fashion, beauty, or lifestyle, youths can attract a large following and monetize their channels through advertising, sponsored content, and brand partnerships. Additionally, they can offer digital services such as graphic design, photography, writing, or social media engagement to clients worldwide, tapping into the growing demand for online content creation and digital marketing expertise. And joining us for more on the use of digital platforms for job creation is Colonel Osigwe, a digital creator. Thank you for joining us on the program.
You're welcome.
Now let's start this way. Yeah, good afternoon and welcome to the program. For young people who want to venture into content creation and they're wondering, okay, what platforms are most strategic for visibility and eventually viability in terms of money making, what direction would you be offering them?
Okay, as far as Nigeria is concerned, there are a lot of digital platforms that content creators can engage. One of them that is popular is YouTube, like the skit makers, the independent film producers, the trainers, people who are into e-learning, and every other content creators can leverage the YouTube platform to create content and even monetize from it. And also we have various social media platforms like the Facebook, we have the Twitter, we have the Instagram, and even we have the TikTok that is popular among the Gen Z. So these are the different platforms that content creators can utilize to showcase their talent and make money from it.
Now, how can youth effectively use those social media platforms? For instance, what is Instagram best for? Is it fashion? What's TikTok best for? Is it lifestyle? What's YouTube best for? You know, so what themes should go to which platforms?
Like those who are into content creators that are into graphics and visuals, they can utilize Instagram. Instagram is best for graphics and visuals in terms of video content. Then Facebook, content creators who can write long posts. They can use Facebook to share their content. We are talking about writers and all what in that line. Then we those for long videos too. You can use Facebook. Facebook have created a platform for long videos. Though we have the short form that comes in reels. Then for TikTok is for short videos. Short video content is for TikTok. While Twitter is just for short posts. Then YouTube can accommodate as either long videos, short content videos, or long content videos. YouTube can accommodate that. Then in terms of lifestyle, those who are into lifestyle entertainment, almost listen on Instagram. You understand? Then in TikTok, you see people who love dance, who love tutorials. They mainly use TikTok to showcase their product and also link you to their YouTube channels. So these are different species of people using different products based on your passion and what you can do.
I'm sure there's so many questions in that mix, and it's an ongoing conversation, but we'd like to thank you very much, Mr. Colonel Osigwe, for being on the program today. Thank you very much. And that's our package for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Join us again tomorrow when we'll bring you another edition of the program. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.